Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Faurot Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on a team from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cyclones ready to get this thing started and open the season. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. From the gun, running back on the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
On the move, it's Bettis. Look out, he's got room. He stopped just short of midfield. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 48.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a four-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. They had a fantastic offseason, #1 recruiting class in the country, but with that comes a little pressure. So how much pressure is on this class?
Well, lots of pressure, no question about it, but I think we're in an era of college football where you're seeing more and more true freshmen see the field early and have impacts early and make plays. Think about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State during their national championship season. These kids are ready to go, and I'll tell you, there's a lot of fans, David, really excited to see what they can do.
Pressure is a privilege. Like when you get elite talent, that's what you're starting to do. Hey, bring them in, develop them, understand, like that's part of the process that goes with it, but you've been working for this moment. This is what you wanted for the last several years and you developing towards. Now you get a chance to go prove who you are.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Agbana. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Going the other way, and he's got room. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a 3rd down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
From the gun, the give, looking for room. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games just because of the body blow effect.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Firing to the right, complete. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
Well, after getting that takeaway, this offense is needing some points, and that's a big completion there on 3rd down. Good job reading the coverage. The offense is going to stay on the field. They want to keep this momentum going, and that last completion, that was big.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Daly. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They didn't have to cover a ton of ground, moving at 33 yards. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Leaves it with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the 2nd level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. To the air, it's Daly. Here's a heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. That's why that one fell incomplete.
Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. The Cyclones headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3 and out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Speeding down the left side. The 20, 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Man, tight ends do so much for your offense. They block like crazy. You pull them, you use them all over the place. And when you got a guy that can do this, it's just the cherry on top of the sundae, making big plays, going half the field plus to get the big touchdown.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. To the air, it's Agbana. Now adjusting. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. He might want another play. To the air on first down. He rifles one deep down the right side. Picked off. Looking for more room. He goes out of bounds, but he just about did it himself. What a return after the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run it from the gun. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low, and
just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. That's the end of the period, and Iowa State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a crease to the left. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Cyclones! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The option look. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time.
Turning it on! The 20! Touchdown, Missouri! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And he's not going to take the touchback. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Daly. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Wants to go up top. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs.
Music note. Music note. Ready.
They just keep firing. Here comes the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Intercepted to stop the threat. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
I tell you what, as a quarterback, you got to have a short memory. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to be asked to do a lot, and he throws his first career interception. If I'm the coach on the sideline, listen, I'm bringing him over. This ain't going to be your last, big fella. Like, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 40. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Tiger. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, throwing 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Ball State is just getting blown off the field right now. I mean, like them or hate them, I think anyone would agree this is tough to watch. They're trailing by 14 to Wisconsin. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it. Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Iowa State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He turns that loose down the right side. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Trying play action. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense makes a play, finally. This is a lot of offense early in this football game, a lot of scoring. Need more of this from the defense. Getting to the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, and then when you get him down, you get him behind the sticks. Good things happen for your defense.
Back to throw, it's Agbana. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he'll be marked down, but what a play to come up with that interception.
I'll tell you something. In college football, you're lucky if you get 2 interceptions in a season. This guy now has 2 interceptions. In the first half of this game, he's been reading the quarterback's eyes, and he has been everywhere, an absolute ball hawk.
Got it inside the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cyclones! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
From the shotgun, the inside give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Let's talk a little bit about Missouri. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Cyclones racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go.
Looking for a deep man. Makes the grab on the left side. Running free. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Iowa State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
42, Missouri, 21.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll try the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Grabbed over the middle. It's Bettis. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Daly. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And that's okay. The offensive coordinator is not upset because, listen, quarterback decision-making, find your guys, find your matchups. He's made big plays already. He's already put up a game's worth of stats. Continue to...
There he goes. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown!
This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
28.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Makes the grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Missouri, 28.
The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Looking for a man, it's Daly. Makes the grab. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Cyclones have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Under fire. Hit as he throws.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dances away to buy time. Zings it complete to the right. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense is aggressive on fourth down. 2 for 3 so far today, and they're still on the field. Off the RPO, complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're
looking for the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I get why this offense is aggressive. They've been doing what they wanted, right? And they've built this huge lead, but they can't get careless. Like, don't make those mistakes that might get this defense back in the football game.
From the gun, the ground game. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Cyclones trying to cash it in on first and goal.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to...
Touchdown, Iowa State! And they take it in for 6 more points. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. The give on the inside. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Still running at the 40. There he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee.
The extra point is blocked. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass.
Missouri, 34.
They're set to kick it off. And you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So
Oh, he's got some space. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cyclones! He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He'll be stopped, but good work there to get the ball out to the 37. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find...
Unloads it downfield. He's got it at the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Hattiesburg for some time. They're up by 28 over the Stallions. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Cyclones are in the hurry up. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. Floats it out in space. Inside the 45. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. Third down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. That's exactly what happened. Now setting up fourth down.
Calls his own number. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
That's such a terrible feeling, too, if you're the quarterback, because on fourth down, they're calling for you on a designed run. They're putting all their hopes on you to somehow go out and get that first, and he knew it. There was just nowhere to go. It's got to be a terrible feeling when you know the defense has won, especially on fourth down, and you're going to be coming off the field.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Third down coming
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Scoreboard operator better stay loose. Plenty of time to go here as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Dropping back, it's Agbana. Starts to scramble to the left. He's going to fire deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
He'll take another shot here. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the ground with the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The Cyclones moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. He is not afraid to use that stiff arm as a weapon as he bangs his way to the 28. Guys, let's talk here for just a second about Missouri. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward.
Turning it on! Past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown Tigers! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. And for this receiver, hello, viral.
Hello, viral, and on every platform, everywhere. You're going to see it in top plays. Not 1, not 2, not 3. Just continuing to count the touchdowns. This guy's been balling.
Back to throw, it's Agbana. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Iowa State sending the offense back out. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Working that left side now. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency to lose your football team. It's a distraction. You have to talk about it all the time. So always nice, Palmer, to get off on the right foot.
You just got to be able to drown out the outside noise, right? Easier said than done. And with this win in week 1, they're going to silence the critics. But make no mistake, he's going to go into that locker room and say, everyone that's been talking trash about us all offseason, they're going to love us now. Don't pay any attention to that. All that matters is what's in this locker room. They've got to take that attitude forward. And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card, and you saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Throws to the tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Quarterback making checks. Looking to throw. It's Agbana. He'll pull it down. Keeps it and gets past the chains. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the 1st down.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on 1st down. It's complete. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. From the red zone, looking for a man. He's got it. Touchdown, Iowa State. And the pummeling has started.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Agbana. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Missouri! If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38.
First and 10.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking to throw on first down. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.